What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Mike Woodward with the Expansion Real Estate Group. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update. Hope you guys all had an amazing 4th of July. Hope you're surviving this hot weather here in Phoenix. And what's next? Kids go back to school next week already here in Chandler, so that is crazy. So you guys are doing amazing. Let's jump in and see what this real estate market's doing for us. All right. Well, here is our trusted Cromford Market Index going back 25 years. And again, we've had this kind of steady downtrend all year long, but I might have some good news this month. So we started the month before at 73.3, and we started July at 71.8. So just a 1.5 drop in the Cromford Market Index. I think last month it was 4, and it's been a little higher before that. So that definitely slowed down. But here is the exciting part. Started the month at 71.8, and today we're at 72.2. So a whole 0.4 points up. But I believe it's the first time this year that we have actually had an uptrend or uptick in the Cromford Market Index. We've been going down the entire year. And here you can kind of see we come up, and it does kind of go up and down a little bit every little week. But this is a few days behind. But right now, being at 72.2 in the Cromford Index is a wonderful thing. So why did that happen? Well, the biggest reason, again, is over here on the supply side. So last month on the supply index, we were at 108.3. And now today you can see we're at 105.9. Last month we had 20,055 active single-family listings. Today we have 19,330 active single-family listings. So that's a 3.6% drop in inventory. That's a massive drop compared to what we've been doing this entire last, really 18 months of inventory rising. So that's a very promising sign. I'm very excited to see that try to level off. We talked about it last month a little bit. Summer is a slower part of the year. So we'll see if that trend continues with the inventory declining or if we kind of level off. Over here on the other side, not quite so good of news, but kind of expected because it is the summertime. Demand index last month was at 78.6. And today we are sitting at 76.4. And actually back in May, it was way up to 81.3. So we've had quite a drop in demand the last few months. But again, it all kind of flows with the target of the market. So with that being said, there's a couple other stats that I want to share with you. The pending sales are down still. So month over month, pending sales are down 1.6%. And the prices also dropped again this month, 1.1% month over month. So again, to be expected, but here's again, trying to give some positive light on this. Remember, this Cromford Market Index is a leading measure. Prices are a lagging measure. So the effect on the prices come usually 60 to 90 days behind this market index. So if we can get an uptick here in this market index over the next few months, hopefully we'll probably see a drop in July in prices, and we'll probably see a drop in August, potentially. But that hopefully will be the end if that happens. So again, something to kind of watch out, but I guess really positive news from what we had for the first 6 months. So I'm going to take any little win as a win for this real estate market, and that's exciting. So I got a couple really exciting things too to share with you guys. I'm going to do a little bit different. So I just did a little bit of a slide here for you guys. So this is brand new. This just happened this last week. So there's a guy named Bill Pulte, and he is in control of the FHFA, which is the Federal Housing Finance Agency, which controls the housing department. He runs Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are the two biggest government-backed entities for the mortgages, okay? So for the first time, he's making it never happened before. They are now going to count on-time rental payments towards your credit history, okay? This is huge for first-time home buyers, for people that have been struggling and haven't been able to build a lot of credit with credit cards or auto loans. They are now going to count on-time rental payments to build your credit score. So why does that matter? Again, here, it helps renters with their limited or no credit eligibility for homeownership, especially first-time home buyers, younger buyers, and those with SIN credit files. And so they're going to change the way that it's tracked. again, this is so new, I'm not exactly sure how it will work. They're going to start a new, or it may not be new, but there's something called Advantage Score 4.0. And Advantage Score 4.0 is going to be a different type of credit score that lenders are going to be able to use for their credit scores instead of the FICO score to help qualify people for homes. And basically he said there, today changes mortgage forever. Your rent payments can now help you buy a home in the future. So again, just really exciting things. This Bill Pulte is definitely trying to make homeownership easier, which is what we really want, right? The previous administration and things we've been doing with BlackRock and Fidelity and State Street, buying up all the homes and the lawsuit and real estate, that's all been making homeownership harder. This is starting to make it easier, which is really great news. And secondly, this one hits close to me in my heart, right? I've been talking about cryptocurrency for 5 years, and just same guy, Bill Pulte, he ordered that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac now recognize cryptocurrency assets as true assets to help you qualify for a mortgage. That's great. So it's going to go to your assets, go towards your reserves. And the big thing is you could use cryptocurrency before, but you had to liquidate it into US dollars to be into your account. So no longer does that have to happen. Help people qualify for loans. Down here, how does it work? So this is interesting. So only crypto held on US regulated accounts. So like Coinbase, Uphold, I think maybe Kraken is another one. So they're definitely trying to keep it in the US, which is, I think, good. But just the overall change is amazing. And it's good for younger buyers, tech savvy buyers, people who have kind of been on this train of cryptocurrency for, up to the last 15 years. This really is a huge, huge story for them. So close this out here real quick. What's that quote from Bob Dylan? The times they are a-changing, right? I mentioned this a little bit last month, and that the financial system is changing. We're in the midst of change. There is actually, just so you guys know, next week, July 14th to the 19th, the U.S. House of Representatives have declared that Crypto Week. There is 3 major bills in the House of Representatives to go to a vote, to go to President Trump to sign off on. That's going to change the way that our banking system works, right? And just today, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of $118,800 per Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, right? If you guys have been following that for a long time, I clearly remember Bitcoin being $200, $800, $1,000. I remember going up to 6,000 and back down to 15,000. It's been a really interesting journey in digital assets, but the U.S. government is cementing them into our financial future. So if you guys have any questions about that, we teach classes. We actually do a bi-weekly cryptocurrency webinar. If you guys ever want to learn more about that, shoot me a quick text. I'll add you to that group. And then if you guys obviously have questions about buying, selling, renting, investing, you know where to come to. Give me a shout. I'll help you guys out. All right. Have a wonderful month. We'll see you in August.